So this is day 2 of having our pigs, and I think they were kept inside most of their young lives, and I guess that's pretty common. So what happened to our pigs, as you can probably see a little bit here, is they got a little sunburn. And they don't really know how to stay in the shade and keep out of the sun. Yesterday we had a really sunny day. So doing some research, we found the best course of action is to give them a couple mud holes to wallow in, which this is starting to mud up a little bit. It's draining out pretty fast, but I'll keep filling it up. And also put some sunscreen on. And they recommend sunscreen for kids. It's pretty mild. I got SPF 50, that's just what was at my local store. And I'm gonna spray them down and try to rub it in a little bit so it gets past their little hairs. And hopefully that'll help them today from getting sunburned even worse. And I guess as they get older, they start to smarten up and stay out of the sun, and their skin kind of gets a little toughened up. But being they're really light skinned, it sunburns pretty easily. So these guys are pretty well used to me, so I don't think it would be too bad. They'll probably just be more weirded out by the spray. So we'll see how this goes. Give them a minute just to sort of calm down. I know I got the left side of that one pretty good. The other thing we've been having is a little bit of an issue with them not drinking enough. So I've just really been shoving water in their face all day. Pigs can actually dehydrate really fast, about 24 to 48 hours without water, and pretty well done. So you definitely want to make sure they always have water available to them. So yeah, that's about all there is to it. When your pigs get sunburned, you can make sure the whole area is shaded, keep them right out of the sun. You can give them some sunscreen. You can make sure they have mud to wallow in and cover their skin up. That'll help keep the bugs off them as well. And yeah, that's about all you can do. It's not that hard. So, I just peed, that's a good sign. Still hydrated if they're peeing. Yeah, another thing is the sun will dehydrate them pretty well too. So when you're getting new pigs that have never been outside the sun, you have to really watch them the first couple days and make sure that they're drinking enough water and that they're not burnt to a crisp. We don't want them to roast too early. Alright, so I got them all sunscreened up. As you can see, there's a nice sheen on the back of their ears there. And hopefully that'll do them pretty well for today. We'll just keep doing this a little bit every day for a while until their skin gets used to the sun. And I think they've had about enough of me for right now, so I'm gonna leave them be. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do to help out my pig sunburn issue is to give them a little bit more shade. The sun kind of beats down. They only really have that back half that's shaded for most of the day. We picked this area here because it gets a pretty good amount of shade, but like you see now, it's not quite enough. So my plan is I have a tarp that I bought for a different purpose, but I'm going to use, and I think it'll fit sort of from that corner of their hut across here, this section, and I'm just going to staple it down and sort of give them a little bit of a shade cover, and that'll help them stay out of the sun a little bit better, and hopefully they start to learn shade is their friend this time of year. So we'll get that done up real quick, and maybe another thing down. It'll be a little nicer for them. All right, so as you can see, just kind of stapled this tarp up here. They seem to like it. Keeps them under the shade. They're hanging out in there. It was a little short for what I needed, so I ended up using some baling wire I had kicking around just to sort of link it up over there. This side could use a little tightening, but I can easily do that. I'll just pull it tight, throw some more staples in there, and then what I'll probably do is sandwich it with some more scrap pieces of wood that I have laying around from our free pallets we got. Some of these sideboards are no good, falling apart, and I can salvage some pieces off there just to sort of sandwich down, because what's going to happen is these staples will pull out. Yeah, sorry you couldn't see there, but these will not hold long term. I've definitely seen it happen. You can see already right there, just a little tug will start to rip those out. I don't care how many you put in there, it's not going to hold. That was more just so I could get it tacked up there, because I was doing it by myself. You see that one's already starting to come out. Unless you have like a super heavy duty tarp, staples won't hold very long. The wind will work them out, and the sun will start to eat away at the tarp and make it even softer. So I'm going to sandwich it in. I think that wire will be fine now. I kind of like that actually. So I'll sandwich it in. Pigs are happy. They love it. How do you like this old thing? The old Black & Decker 3/8 reversible drill, probably from I don't know, the 70s. tried and true, old faithful, passed down through the generations. Bet you don't see many of these on YouTube, folks. All right. It's not pretty, but I can tell you from experience, and when you sandwich boards over tarp like this, it's not going anywhere. We're still learning. Huh, Zone? We're still learning, huh, Zona? Yeah. All right. On to the next thing.